What do you think of that play Mitch made to set up Cam's shorthanded goal the other night?
That was pretty nice. He's got eyes in the back of his head, so yeah, hell of a play, especially in that situation being shorthanded. A great play obviously led to a great goal for us, so that's what he does so well.
Hey, John, I think you've been a few times a teammate at Crosby's at international events. What does it mean for the rest of the league to see him hit that milestone last night to continue on as he has with the league out many interruptions?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's another one he's added to a long list, but I think especially as he's gotten to this point in his career, I think everyone in the hockey world just probably appreciates just the tremendous mark he's left on the game. I think it's just another, like I said, another accomplishment that recognize. I think all the expectation potentially came into the league with, and how he's even exceeded that on so many different levels. So, it's definitely been the best player I've played against in my career. Been fortunate to be around him, to be a teammate at times, and really see what makes him unique and special. So he's a challenge each and every night you play against him. Tomorrow night will be no different, as well prepared and as focused and determined as any player out there.
How difficult is it to get the puck from down low like he is?
Yeah, I think there's probably no one harder. I think it's obviously just the strength of his skill set, and then also probably just of his makeup of just who he is as a competitor and as a hockey player, the determination and I think the competitiveness that he brings that, and how he's able to sustain that level consistently and find ways to adapt it. I think the game has probably obviously changed since he's entered. And he just continues to find ways to be productive and successful, and has had different surges throughout his career where he just seems to adapt his game, and that just shows why he's a great player.
What sort of adaptation have you seen from him of late as he continues to produce?
Well, I mean, just from afar this year, obviously probably wasn't the start to the season that he wanted. Had an injury he had to deal with, and then dealt with the virus and being out, and just having to get back into rhythm and find his game, and not always easy to do when you miss a lot of time and you're coming into the year without the preparation and having to deal with an injury, especially I believe it was his wrist, if I'm not mistaken, which obviously affects a player of his skill set significantly, and has just continued always to find ways to get better, whether it's in and around the net, shooting the puck, off the rush, below the dots, his play away from the puck and things like that. Obviously, he's just continued to elevate his game, and like I said, just a challenge to play against, and you have to be your best when you're playing against him.
John, last week Darryl Sutter called Mitch the complete package. Mitch's defensive side of the game, what do you think makes him so effective?
Well, not only the play he made the other night offensively, I think those same reads and instincts he's got defensively without the puck, and understanding the game and the opponent, and being able to see plays develop and where to go, and understanding the game that way. So he's able to anticipate, break up plays, intercept pucks and whatnot, especially. He knows he's not going to go into battles with guys that have 30, 40 pounds or a couple feet on them and expect to just outmuscle guys. So he's really found his hockey sense and his knowledge, and I think his ability to be deceptive with it, to disguise it, where he's able to take advantage and read the play and intercept passes. Angle guys into no time and space, things like that, and just being able to see the play 2-3 steps ahead.
Austin was just saying that for their line, he feels like the defensive play has been a big part of their success of late. What's it mean to the group when Austin, for example, blocks that shot by Vince Dunn when you guys are 4-1 in that moment in the game? And what do you think that says about him?
Yeah, I think it's just the leadership aspect that that they continue to bring. I think the determination to want to be successful, understanding the details and the execution, no matter the situation or the game or what's going on, is going out there and doing our job, doing his job to the best of his ability, and setting the tone or setting the example that way with and without the puck. It's obviously huge for the group.
John, what's something you've learned about Alex in your time off the ice?
He's just a great human being, and I think someone we really appreciate in the locker room. glue guy is always kind of thrown around as a term of certain guys that just bring guys together and just have a certain personality trait that just a lot of fun to be around. Great to joke around with, and just seems to be a guy that's really taken on another guy that's kind of really at the start to feel, I think, really comfortable and getting a sense of himself and being here for a number of years now, and really stepping up as a leader for us, and obviously plays in a lot of key situations, and someone else who's got really good hockey sense and can play everywhere, and when you have a guy that just accepts that role and knowing that things can change all the time and be in different spots and be able to adapt that way is really impressive. So what he's brought to the table on and off the ice has been great for us.
Jason Spetz has been around for a while. Why is he able to get guys to continually bite on that fake slapper from the half wall and set up all these goals consistently?
Yeah, we talked about that highlight reel. It's pretty impressive. I think it's just his continued knack to just get better, and loves playing the game and the nuances of the game, and no one studies it or enjoys it more than him. And I think he's just always fine-tuning and tweaking and working on things, and finds different ways to just somehow make it just look a little bit different, and have that deception that's always been such a spectacular part of his game, getting goalies to bite and being so deceptive with that long reach, and doing what he's been doing for I don't know how many years in the league now, but a long time, and obviously so effective for us, and a great thing to have, especially with our power play.
It's part of it that you really have to respect his shot, because it seems to be one of the more underrated shots in the league. It looks really heavy.
I agree, and his body is in one spot and the puck is extended out, so it's a lot of range that he's covering, and being able to be very deceptive with that. So with his long reach, and obviously I think with his talent, his ability to pick the corner, and have a sneaky release that way, he's really able to sell that shot, and the goalie has to honor that and respect that, and allows him to use his vision and his playmaking ability off of that.